Great Debaters Contest is brought to you by Safaricom M-Pesa.
It's a wonderful day to have a great debate. Welcome to the best show this side of the Sahara, the Great Debaters Contest. I am Mariam Bishar.
And I am Austin Yambok. The motion today is affirmative action for the girl child has led to the systematic neglect of the boy child. Tackling this motion, we have Mitaboni Girls and Kaani Lions School. Who will be the greater?
The first proposer, you have 3 minutes.
Once a man said that the way to get to a man's heart is through his stomach. Jesus Christ told the world that if you want to guarantee yourself a place in heaven, abstain from sin. Ian Duncan from Kaani Lions is saying that the only way we can get to justice is to stand by the truth. Affirmative actions are the policies which have been taken into account to stand in for those ones who are less advantaged into the society. As systematic neglect. This is whereby we have people who are abandoned in the society. Systematically means continuously. They have been continuously discriminated, and that's why I'm in for the motion that actually the boy child in the society has been systematically neglected just in the name of affirmative actions which are taken to protect the girl child. Allow me to move to the first point. In Kenya currently, in terms of education, the university cutoff points for boys is 60. But what about for girls? 2 points down, 58. I'm wondering why we should be having a disparity in terms of going to the university. Yet these two people use the same syllabus, use the same curriculum in learning. Earlier on we could understand that this affirmative action was there to rectify the educational oppression that the girl was being subjected to in the past. But until when? As they say, a greeting which goes beyond the elbow is not a greeting. It is something else. So, if the government and the Ministry of Education is continuing to lower the point of the girls, this is not again protecting the girls, it is discriminating the boy child. And we are going to a state whereby going to the university, we will not be considering the point which you have attained. The government will be telling us they are going to be considering gender. As I let you think about the point, allow me to move to my second point. I'll take you back at home. I myself, for an example, I have a sister. When I'm going back to school, I'm usually very much annoyed and I feel very down when I see my sister being pampered with a lot of shopping, given a lot of pocket money, while me, I'm given 200 shillings. Being bought a panga soap, saying that your sister has more needs than I. Why? They are saying that she is being prevented from sugar daddies. Don't they know that I'm also vulnerable to sugar mummies? Honorable judges, as my audience mediate on those 2 points, allow me to please shift to my third point. Now, in the national composition of the assembly, it was passed in the constitution which was passed in 2010 that there will be a special seat which will be occupied by a woman in the name of a woman representative. She will do the work of representing the women in the society. Why don't we have a man representative? Why is the boy being led to feel that he is not part of the environment? He is being led to feel that he does not really belong to the environment, he does not really fit. And that's why we have many boys being touts, and we end up asking ourselves, why? This is the reason. Because we are really considering the girl child at the expense of the boy child. The Ministry of Education is also going to a point of making us do an exam of compulsory text which only articulate 4 achievements made by women. I'm giving an example of The River and the Source. It's a book which has been passed by KICD, the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, which only features women who are achieving in the society. Why not men? Thank you for your attention.
Opposition, you also have 3 minutes.
A home without a daughter is like a spring without a source. As I had said, and will say it again, I want to take you back in the past. You know, The River and the Source was written to talk about what the girl child had been going through. And you clearly see what the girl child has gone through for so many years, the afflictions she has had. To come to my point, for so long, we have lived in a male-dominated society. which means the girls did not have opportunities to express themselves. But thanks to the human rights, now the girls can clearly have freedom of expression. You know, I as a girl child stand here to attest for the pains that we girls, I don't say that you boys don't have pains that you go through. Yes, you do. We are all humans. But come to think of it, I'm so lucky I can access sanitary towels. But what about the girl who can't access sanitary towels? What will happen to her? Thanks to us so caring women who have empowered the girls and given them sanitary towels and given them another point of view for life. So when you say that you're being neglected, I don't think so. I think you're neglecting yourselves because the girls have just started shining, and it's then that you're noticing you're being neglected. And when you had the opportunity to be in that place, you didn't man up and you didn't take the place as you rightfully had to do. Also, you were given chances, like you have so many seats in the parliament that you can take. So I don't get why you're fussing about having only one women's representative seat. And you know, it's not fair. We are living in a new generation. We need gender equality. That's the main thing. And as the girls are being affirmed, my dear proposers, get me well. It's being on both our benefits. Like, for example, someone once said, behind every successful man, there is a strong lady. So how will our next generation and next future be without a lady to support you? Support us, ladies. We will support you. Stand for us. We will stand for you. But as of now, we are standing up tall, carrying our heads up high, and fighting for our rights. And also, thanks to the government for giving us this great chance of being these ladies that we had never once been. Back when so many afflictions happened. That's why I say and I oppose again and again. And I urge you boys to stop being egocentric and join us in opposing the motion. Thank you.
Time now for rebuttals. We'll begin with the proposition. You have 3 minutes.
Allow me to shed some light to our opponents who have told us the National Assembly is male dominated. That's not the case. Given that the girl child and the boy child, they are given equal chances to campaign. So they have enough time to campaign and seek for those seats in the National Assembly until they attain them. So it has got nothing to do with gender discrimination. The boy is not the girl, she's not discriminated when she does not work so hard in her campaigns to gain that seat in the National Assembly. So this is total negligence to the boy child when he watches out the girl given special seat to the National Assembly, while the boy who has to work day overnight during the campaign so that he may gain that position to the National Assembly is said to be selfish, to have selfish motive. That's not the case. Again, my friend has told us that The River and the Source, it is a book that usually overlooks the boy child. As all my students, I know you understand what I'm talking about, that this text that has been incorporated in our studies, it is overlooking the girls, the boy child. It only highlights the achievements that the girls have made in the society and the things that they go through. But until when these affirmative actions are going to be taken, now it has led to discrimination of the boy child, because the Minister of the Education requires the girl child to read, analyze, and even sit for exam for a test that totally overlooks him, will feel neglected. So the affirmative actions are totally demoralizing the boy child. If he's feeling so much discriminated, this is total discrimination. He has told us that the women are pioneering a lot of things in our country. For God's sake, we also have great men in this country who have done so much, who have come out to show their efforts. For instance, our lovely President, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, he has come out to expose to the world what he can give to the best of the Kenyans, guiding the country so well. So, there is no any platform for the girl to be so much given attention than the girl child. These affirmative actions, they are total discrimination to the boy child, and he feels so much demotivated when he watches the girl being very much favored, given so much attention. Back at our homes, we see where the girls, they're given a lot of pocket money as they go back to their schools, and the boy is only given 100 shillings. Oh my boy, I know that you can take care of yourself. For God's sake, we'll turn and start looking for sugar mummies to also provide him with the pocket money. Thank you.
Okay, we'll now hear the rebuttal from the opposition. You also have 3 minutes.
Thank you for this opportunity that you've given to me. I, as Esther Mweni, stand here without ambivalent feelings to support this motion, to oppose this motion that states affirmative action on the girl child has led to systematic neglect of the boy child. First and foremost, I don't understand how a Kenyan citizen still says that the seats that are given to the women are even enough. They are not even this inch of being enough. Then they can't satisfy the women. Actually, the employees should stop blaming the girl child, the affirmation of the girl child, to their neglect. They should blame it on the society, which have created the negative mentality that the boys are strong, they are more powerful, and they're intelligent, so they can stand on their own and they don't need protection. So, please, my dear opponents, stop blaming it on the affirmation of the girl child and start finding new points to blame it on another point. We need to create a country whereby the women and the men are both elite. A country cannot be built by one gender. As the saying goes, behind every successful man, there's an elite woman behind him. So the girls are to be more composed and to reach the heights that the boys have reached. A wise man once said, every morning one has the chance to wake up and chase his dreams, or to sleep on and continue dreaming. These people here should stop dreaming and wake up and realize their dreams and stop blaming it on the girl child, because we are not even to be blamed, because we can't even defend for our own rights. We are so weak. They are making us think that we are so strong, yet we are weak. We can't even support ourselves. I agree with that. With what Chief Ojero said, that a house without daughters is like a river without a source. That clearly indicates that even if we're living in a patriarchal society, we are still girls, and we should be empowered more, because we are not even being empowered. There is no way you can say that enough has been done to the girl child, even to the point of independence to the boys, while there are still girls who are facing FGM, some are facing early marriages. We need to empower the girls more, and the boys should stop being egoist. And start to consider on the point of empowering the girl child. The boys should step behind and support the girl child in their empowerment. For instance, I had a look at the statistics of KCP registration, where we find that the ratio of boys to girls is 2:1. This means that the boys are still ahead of us, because we are living in a patriarchal society. We haven't reached that verge of being equal to the boys. So please join us on opposing this motion that states the affirmation of the girl child has led to systematic neglect of the boy child. Thank you.
M-Pesa, used by Ian Njoroge and Wekesa, the national service. You gotta use it, you gotta love this. Baby M-Pesa, baby M-Pesa, baby M-Pesa, let me see you use M-Pesa. Baby M-Pesa, baby M-Pesa, baby M-Pesa, let me see you use M-Pesa.
Take part in the M Challenge by sending your short song, rap, or poem about Safaricom M-Pesa on WhatsApp, and you could win 1,000 shillings in Safaricom airtime.
The proposers have been asked if they want the boy child and the girl child to be afforded equal opportunities, and the opposition has been asked what challenges the girl child faces in order to be afforded affirmative action chances. We'll now leave them to deliberate and answer your questions, beginning with the third proposer.
I'm Dennis from Kaani. I would like to answer the question. She has asked if you are supposed to be given equal rights. I believe that we are all Kenyan citizens, and according to the Constitution, it has clearly stated that we should be all given equal rights as citizens. So we should be given equal rights. For example, for the cutoff points, the cutoff points were supposed to be put in place so that to correct the historical injustice that were being taken by the traditional people, where the girls were being taken out of school and were married off, and some of the men were the dowry paid was used to take the boys to school. That historical injustice was being corrected by reducing the cutoff points to increase the number of girls being taken to the universities. The second point, the government has also contributed to some of the organizations that assist the child in affirmative action. But have you ever heard of an organization that has come up to help the boy child from its neglect in the community? Thank you.
Okay, we'll have the opposition respond. You also have 3 minutes.
I am Patricia from Mitaboni ABC Girls. I'm here to oppose the motion that says affirmative action of the girl child has led to systematic neglect of the boy child. First and foremost, I'd like to answer the question that was asked from Kitui School. What challenges girls face? First, we girls face the challenge of being molested, mostly by our parents and close relatives. That is something that really affects us and really traumatizes us. Hence, it affects us physically and emotionally. We should be protected against such things. The next thing is the negative mentality of people that we young girls are incapable and also weaklings should be changed. We are not weaklings. Look at Julie Gishuru. She has the capability. She can stand in front of people and talk sensible things. That shows that we are strong and can therefore stand for ourselves. So they should stop having that mentality that we girls are weaklings and try to empower us so that they can see what we are really made of. Don't you think that the boy child should stop being egocentric and start considering us girls? They have had a lot of chances since the past to these recent times. If we look at the parliament, most of the members of parliament, senate, and even governors are males. What about the lady? Where has she been forgotten? It's because of the negative mentality that we have. It's time we change it. Let's stand up for the girl child. And please, the affirmation of the girl child has not led to any systematic neglect of the boy child. Let's understand that. Thank you.
Closing statements from both teams. Proposition, you have 1 minute.
I am a boy, and I know how I have been failed to feel I am not part of the society. I have been discriminated in the society. My worthy opponents, you have given points that are not valid. You have given a point about sexual harassment in terms of rape. I mean, the boys also raped. Please try to give us points which are valid, points which will make me believe that I'm not neglected, because actually I am. You have not persuaded me enough to know that I am not neglected, because I have not been shaken a bit. I am Ian Duncan from Kaani Lions. Thank you.
Okay, we'll have a minute for the opposition as well.
I'm back again, and I would like to add and also contradict my fellow proposee. Let me tell you something. It's not that you're not sodomized. Boys are sodomized. But the ratio of rape to sodomy is high. Let me tell you something. when you're sodomized, just, you've never been in that situation. How will you feel? It's just the same way as a girl will feel. And as I said, boys, boys, boys. I said boys again, and you need to drive it home. Come up and join us in opposing this strict motion.
Kaani Lions, Ian Duncan. I mean, you get my attention very much when you come to the stage. You're well articulated, and even when you speak, and your examples are very simple and relevant, and we can identify with what you're saying. Faith, very brave attempt as well. You came and really tried as much as you can to fit in the shoes of Ian Duncan. However, Dennis, you started well, but you disappeared right in between the given minutes, and it was quite bumpy. Teamwork is necessary because the marks awarded are a summation of all the three speakers when they come on stage.
Mitaboni girls, Karen, a passionate speaker. At some point you even close your eyes and I can almost feel the pain in your voice and in what you're saying. Again, a lot of passion and conviction exhibited in your motion. Esther, not very strong, but you had your point, and that was good. You do not have the same passion and conviction as Karen, but at least you had your facts, and the same for Patricia. And so, if I'm to compare the two teams, you had more teamwork than Mitaboni, than the Kaani boys, Kaani Lions, school.
Debate is all about reasoning. Reasoning is the process of making conclusions or inferences from evidence. That means you have to collect data, present the data to your audience, and tell them, because of the following, I therefore make this conclusion. It will be difficult for you to arrive at a conclusion without evidence. The question is, what is your evidence, or what is the bedrock of your argument? Evidence can be factual, evidence can be hypothetical. Sometimes you may not have factual evidence, but you can decide to build a case scenario. That goes across to the two teams.
The teams on stage have tied at 68.4% from the judges. Give them both a very big hand.
Despite our differences, male or female, black or white, a bicycle has two wheels.
From all of us at the Great Debaters Contest, it's till next time. I am Mariam Bishar.
And I am Austin Nyambok.
The Great Debaters Contest was brought to you by Safaricom M-Pesa.